Today we're talking about how to price a solar deal. And the reason why this is so important is because knowing how to price a deal and being aware of how to price a deal is going to determine the overall profitability of your business. Doesn't matter if you're a single rep or you have multiple people on the team, it works exactly the same way. The first thing you got to take into account is the market. So you have to be super aware of what's going on around you. In a state like Florida, they do a lot of loans, and it's been that way for a very, very long time. Most people are familiar with selling loans. However, for the past year or so, there have been a lot of leases that have tried to come into the picture. And now I believe the lease market is going to overtake the loan market. The difference is huge between a loan and a lease, especially for the one selling it, because with a loan, you have what we call a dealer fee. And a dealer fee is pretty much the amount of money that a financing company would charge the installer to release the funds. Who do you think is going to cover that? It's you. It's the person selling the system. And if you're doing a loan, then you're going to have to take into account that about 30 to 40% of the entire cost of the system is going to go towards covering the dealer fee and is not going to go into your pocket. And that means less savings for the homeowner and less of a commission for you. Let's say you decided you want to do a lease, you decided that's the route you want to go, that's fine. But then how do you actually price the deal? Well, you have to take into account what are other people selling the systems at. That's the first thing you got to look into. And then the second thing you got to look into is what are the actual savings for the homeowner? Because for somebody to take on a loan or even a lease for 25 years and only save maybe $10 to $15 a month, it's not very exciting. You're going to want to make the person excited on the other side so that they actually feel compelled to go solar. Because let's be real, I mean, most people that are buying solar, they care about the $50 to $100 savings a month. But more so, when you say, okay, I'm going to save $50 to $100 a month, over years, that adds up. And it becomes a lot more than $50 to $100 a month. The overall savings of a homeowner can run upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars for the entirety of the loan or the lease. And so you should start with that in mind, that they should see immediate saving. It's not just the long term that you're selling. And also, take into account what other people are selling it at in the area or the state that you're trying to sell solar in. Now let's talk about the profit margin. The profit margin should be anywhere between 400 a watt to about 800 a watt. So for a self-gen, that's a pretty nice commission. If you want to be successful in this industry, you got to look at it from a standpoint of being a business. It's no different than running a car dealership and wanting to give anyone a deal, but also make the most money possible. Let's imagine you have other people on the team. So you have 2, 3, 5, 10 salespeople. The higher the profit margin, taking into account that a homeowner is getting a good deal, they're saving money, and they're excited about going solar with the pricing that you've given them, the higher the commission for the company, the more you're going to be able to pay your salespeople, which is at the end of the day, what's going to make you money. You are no longer just thinking about yourself. You're thinking beyond yourself. You're thinking, hey, I want to actually help my sales guys. I want to make sure they can put food on the table. And so in order to do that, you have to make sure that you're running this operation as an actual business and you think of the profitability first in mind so that your people are taken care of, not just yourself. And that's the only way you're going to make sure that you have success in this business. So again, I don't want to hear,
well, I feel bad for charging this customer this much or this, that, and the other.
Listen, this business is all about being able to give the homeowner a deal, but at the same time, making sure that we can eat. And that's not possible. And beyond the fact that you're going to take care of your salespeople, you have marketing costs. You need money in order to generate leads to turn those into appointments into your salespeople's calendars or your own calendar. Treat this as a business. This is how you price a solar deal. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And I can't wait to see you again in the next video.